Hey everyone, welcome to the Decorative Den, a look inside my craft room where I share all things crafting, planning, and DIY. My name is Charity and I am so happy to have you here with me. Today I have a craft tutorial for you. So my Pinterest feed has been filled with these beautiful, just natural, minimal wood bead ornaments. I think these are so cute and such a different take on traditional Christmas and bright colors and all of that. And so I bought myself a giant bag of wood beads off Amazon and decided to make a few of my own. So today I'm going to share with you 3 different styles of natural wood bead ornaments, and I think these are perfect for decorating your own tree or attaching to gifts. So if you are interested in making these with me, then just keep watching. So the first ornament we're going to make is what I call an icicle ornament, and these are so cute and so simple to make. These are the easiest of the 3 ornaments we're making today. So for this one, we are going to need some kind of twine or cord, and really any natural cord will do. I am using a hemp twine. You just want to make sure your cord is thin enough that it will fit through the holes of your beads. You're also going to need some wooden beads, and so for this one you can either use 5 beads or 7 beads depending on how long you want your icicle ornament to be. And I have the sizes of the beads I'm using on the screen in case you're interested in making the same size ornaments as me. Like I said, I ordered a bag off Amazon that came with a large variety of sizes, and I will make sure to link that below in case you are interested in getting that same set of beads. Now, in addition to those wood beads, we are going to need a few tools. So we are going to be using a ruler and a pair of scissors. So the first step is to take your cord, and I am roughly measuring out about 16 inches of cord. Next, I'm going to use my ruler as a guide and place a knot about 2 inches down. So that way I have a 2-inch long loop, which is the loop of my ornament to put around a tree branch or attach to a package or anything like that. And then all you have to do is add your beads to your cord. And when adding your beads, you're going to start with the smallest size bead and work your way up to the single bead that is the largest size, and then work right back down to your smallest size bead. And to finish this off, you're just going to tie a knot at the bottom and clip off the excess material, and that's it. So that obviously was my 5 bead sized icicle ornament. I'm now just going to go through quickly and make the 7 bead ornament using that exact same process. So again, starting with my smallest bead, working all the way up to my 1 large bead, and then back down to the smallest one. Now, I am obviously leaving these natural, but I did see on Pinterest a lot of people will paint their beads white for these icicle ornaments, and I think that also looks super beautiful and is a really great option if you're maybe not interested in having the natural color on the ornaments. And there you have it. Here are all of my icicle ornaments, both my 7 and 5 bead versions. Again, I think these are so cute and I love how easy they are. Another thing you can do using this same process of starting with a small bead and working up to a large bead is make garland. And that's what I did here. I just took a long piece of twine and put all of my beads on it. And I am so excited to put this on my little Christmas tree. Now moving on to our next ornament. This one is probably my favorite just because I love pine cones so much. But this one is, again, really simple. We just need a few extra supplies to put this one together. So speaking of supplies, the first thing you're going to need again is your cord, and then you're also going to need 3 wood beads. So for this one, I am using 3.5mm beads, but I do change the size based on the size of my pine cone. You're also going to need a pine cone, some hot glue, and some scissors. So just like before, we're going to start by measuring out about 16 inches of cord, folding it in half and placing our knot 2 inches down to make our 2-inch loop. Once we have that, we're simply going to add our 3 beads to the cord. And then once all 3 beads are on the cord, we're going to tie it off, but instead of just tying it once, this time I'm going to double knot it just so the knot at the base of the beads is a little bit larger than it would have been with just a single knot. I'm then going to clip off my excess material and set this part of the ornament aside. Next, I'm going to grab my pine cone and put a generous dot of hot glue right on the end in the center. And then I'm going to glue that knot we just made to the pine cone base. Hold it in place for a little bit just to make sure my hot glue sets. And that is it. This one is done. Now, like I said before, you can size your beads based on the size of pine cone you have, and that is what I did here. For the larger pine cone, I used 4mm beads, and so that really is just personal choice of what you want your ornament to look like. So moving on to the last ornament, this one is this adorable little wreath ornament with a natural bow. This is definitely the most labor-intensive ornament, but again, I think it's another really simple option. And this one I think is the cutest for attaching to packages and using as a little extra gift for people. So for this one, again, we're going to need our natural cord and our wooden beads. This time I'm using 12 beads and they are all the same size. I'm using 4.5mm for this project. You're also going to need jewelry wire, and I'm so sorry because I don't know what size wire I'm using, but I would say a medium thickness memory wire would be ideal. You're also going to need some kind of ribbon or decorative twine. I am using this dyed jute cord, and that is for our bow. And then in addition to that, you're going to need a ruler, some scissors, and then some jewelry tools. So a wire cutter and some needle nose pliers. Now the first step is to grab your wire and cut off one circle or loop of the wire, making sure the ends overlap slightly. And then I'm going to go through and add all 12 of my beads to the wire. Now, once they are all on there, I'm going to grab my needle nose pliers and I'm going to take one of the ends of the wire and fold it over on itself to create a small loop. I'm then going to take the other end of the wire and pull it through the loop, pulling the entire loop of wire as tight as possible, but leaving, I guess, just a little bit of space so that I have room to fold over that other end of wire, clip off the excess material, and then I'm going to actually tuck that end of the wire into the hole of the bead next to it, so that way both loops of wire are covered by the wooden beads. I'm then going to just shape that slightly and set it aside. Next, I'm going to grab my cord. This time, I'm only going to cut 8 inches of cord, and I'm going to fold it over on itself and then tie it directly to my ornament. And you can double knot this just to make sure it is secure. Once that knot is secure, I'm just going to cut off the excess material and grab my decorative twine. And again, you can use ribbon for this step if you prefer. And I'm just going to simply add this to the top of the wreath in that same area where I put my hanging loop, and I'm going to make a bow. And I don't really have any good advice for making a bow. I kind of just play with the string until I get a bow that is kind of about the size and shape that I want. And then once I like how it looks, I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off the excess material. And that's it for this one. Here are these adorable little wreath ornaments. Again, another easy and super cute little project. And that is it. Here are all of the finished ornaments and the wood garland. I love how these all turned out, and I love that they are all very unique looking but work well together. I am so excited to put a few of these on my tree and gift some to others. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and feel inspired to start a holiday craft project of your own. If you did like this video, please hit the like button for me so I know, and consider subscribing if you are interested in other crafting, planning, and DIY videos. If you're in the US, happy Thanksgiving. That is coming up next week, which is so exciting. And no matter where you are and what you celebrate, I hope that you have a healthy and happy holiday season. Thank you all so much for being here with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.